Thank you to EA and the Game Changers program for providing me early access to Realm of Magic. Welcome to ArsenGirl Gaming. My name is Heather, and I am so happy to have you with me for this Realm of Magic speed build. This is kind of a hybrid. What I'm going to do is what I typically do when we get a new pack and show you all the build items, but instead of just laying them out on the lot like I typically do and discussing them, I'm going to actually use them in a build. So this build will be a combination of only base game and Realm of Magic build items. And then I will follow that up tomorrow with a build furnish out. It will be me using all of the buy items to furnish and decorate the house. And I'm going to try to limit the use to almost only Realm of Magic, though we are limited by our floor and wall tiles. So there might be a little base game action thrown in there, here and there. But we're going to take a look at the new items and discuss them, look at color swatches, and I'm going to try to speed it up so it's not super long, but I hope you enjoy this new format. If you do, leave me your comments in the comment section below because I want to know what you think. I know that it can get a little boring when you just look at every single item being laid out on a lot, and I'm trying to come up with new and exciting ways to kind of introduce you guys to what is included in the game expansion and stuff packs. So anyway, let me know what you think, and let's jump in. While I was explaining the video, I hope you were paying attention because we got 4 wall swatches, 2 interior, 2 exterior, and I kind of laid them out on the house. You can still see one of the interior ones here on the second story, and we only got 2 floor tiles. We got an interior one and an exterior one. I'm not sure what they were thinking about the interior one because the pieces just do not flow together right for me for whatever reason. And I don't see myself using it very often. I wish we could kind of pick and choose which piece we were using. But since there's an empty one and a trimmed one, maybe playing around with the direction that they're pointing and how you lay them out, we can come up with something cool. But I just was left scratching my head when I was playing with them. And I'm going through right now and showing you the different swatches for the wall covers. I'm underwhelmed on them. Underwhelmed is all I can say. I'm disappointed. I was hoping I would be more excited about the build pieces in this pack. I know some people are over the moon with them. I think I would use some of the pieces in some senses, but like I really like the archways. I love the stained glass in a lot of the doors, but I can't see me using them, like especially the one I just placed, the big ornate crown molding, I guess you could call it, very often. I don't know, maybe in a fairy house or something. I think maybe if they were more playful colors like pink and blue and things that were a little out of the ordinary, I would use them a little bit more. But for a really traditional kind of build, it just doesn't work for me. I'm sure you guys would probably love them, so don't shoot me, but that's just my opinion. I'm not hugely into these doors, though I am thankful that they all pretty much have the same color swatches and can work together very nicely. And let me reiterate, I do really like the stained glass. All right, now I'm going to get rid of the doors and we're going to look at the windows. I like 3 out of the window choices a lot. Like I probably would use them regularly. A 4th I like somewhat, and then the round keyhole ones that I'm placing now, not really a huge fan of. I can't see when I would ever use them. Like with the Machino pack, I was like gaga for those windows. On these, I'm just kind of like lukewarm. I like these little ones that can be put, together with a bigger run of windows, both this medium-sized window and this smaller rectangular window. So I am happy about those, and I do expect that I will probably use them more often than I would expect to any of the other ones. So, and they pretty much come in the same color swatches as the doors as well. Swipe through those here real quick just to kind of show you what we're looking at. I mean, they all are pretty identical. Now, some of the swatches aren't pure color. They are stained glass, as you can see here. So, that's kind of a trick too. I like the stained glass, but the exterior trim doesn't always match the colors. I wish that they did a stained glass version of each of these windows separately and gave us all of the wood trim options with the stained glass, if that makes sense. So that they were basically two different windows, one without stained glass, one with stained glass, but in all the color swatches. I think they'd be more usable that way, but that's just my opinion. Then we got this awning and the faux balcony. They're both nice. I mean, I can't see myself using the awning very often. I'll probably use that balcony. I do like having those balconies. They give a little interest to second stories of houses. And then we were just given the one pillar here. But I love this pillar, actually. I was really excited about that. I can see that being used a lot in like Victorian house builds, things like that. We got some pretty good color swatches on it as well. So I am happy with the pillars. And then fences. So we have this fence here. It's very ornate. And we have a taller, more ornate fence. So you have your choice of ornate or very ornate. They're colorful, they're fun. I think these are also very usable. Probably for me, the smaller one versus the taller one is going to get more action just because of the way I tend to build, but I do think they're both very pretty and I am glad to see them. And then I am so thrilled that we got this gate for it as well, because I was envisioning the taller one in this gate could go at the end of a driveway and look like, kind of make a very ornate entrance into a driveway up to a very grand estate. More like something that you might find in Get Famous versus in here. But I like it, and I think it will add to that. And then, of course, we get these ornate matching banisters for the stairs, which I can't really show you because I don't have any stairs out here, but they match these very nicely, and they also, I think, are very pretty. Continuing my search through build mode, I came across the new fountain in the fountains section of the build area, and I absolutely love this fountain. Again, it fits more with what I would have expected from Get Famous, in my opinion. I can totally imagine using this on a grand estate as well. So I was very excited to kind of stumble across that and to be able to see that it had all the little lily pads in it. And this is something I definitely will be using a lot. And I apologize in advance for those of you who watch my build videos if you get sick of seeing it. So believe it or not, that's pretty much the gist of what we get build-wise in this pack. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of this stuff away and start my build, and I'm going to build this shell with just using build stuff from the pack and base game. I will be uploading this to the gallery as a shell as soon as the pack drops. So if you want to download the house, you can. And also I will be uploading the furnished version separately so that if you're interested in playing with it that way and you buy the pack, you can also download it furnished. So look for those in the gallery. They'll probably be up. The pack drops on Tuesday. They'll be up Tuesday or Wednesday, hopefully first thing Tuesday. And so that as soon as you get your hands on this pack, you'll be able to download them. And of course, I hope you will stay and watch the rest of the build. It did come out quite cute, I think. I was basing this after like a log cabin idea that I had seen, and I was gonna do like a cabin in this new world because it fits so well with the Glimmerbrook scene, as it were, you know, with all the trees and the rivers and the water. And I thought it would be adorable, but then I started digging into the build mode stuff and realized ain't no log cabin coming out of this pack. So I used the basic foundation of the house and then turned it into kind of what I would imagine maybe like I don't even know what to call it, like a little ornate cottage. I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think the name should be for it. I think it came out cute though. Actually, the end result, I was so much more pleased with it than I thought I was gonna be. At the point that you're seeing right now, I was really hating this house. I was thinking this is horrible. I don't know what I'm even doing with this. And by the time I finished just the shell, I had really fallen in love with the house, and I think it came out quite cute, to be honest. The stairway was probably one of my favorite things to do in the house. I built it a little strangely, as you'll see here in just a minute. I I started it with the idea of it ending at this back wall, but I didn't take into account that there is like nowhere for the Sims to walk once they got into that back wall. So I end up kind of expanding the house out a little bit, but look at the freedom we have with stairs right now. I mean, I just fully encased this really strange looking stair. I put a door there because I was thinking that maybe I'd put a powder room under the stairs. I left it empty, so if you download it, actually, I left the shell, the build shell, empty. Spoiler alert, when I decorate it, I left the bathroom empty, but it is there in case somebody wants to put a bathroom under the stairs instead of sharing. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I really didn't put a bathroom upstairs. This is going to end up being a 3 bedroom because there's well, it could be a 4 bedroom because there's two, possibly 3 bedrooms upstairs and then one master with a bathroom on the first floor. So it could theoretically be a 4 bedroom house if you wanted to make it that way. You'll see when you see my decorating video that I didn't use one of the rooms as a bedroom because it just seems so much better suited for what I did use it for. But yeah, again, building those stairs was definitely the most fun part of it for me. I love the new stair configurations, and I am still kind of overwhelmed with the idea that we actually have the ability to do stairs like that. It's going to take a little time to get used to it, but I routed my sim up and down them and worked just fine. And so I was just totally tickled with how this played out, and the stairs kind of started me falling in love with this house. And then by the time I was done, I really loved it. I didn't do a whole lot with the backyard. They just get this basic like patio, left it a blank slate so that anybody downloading this could do what they want with that. I was thinking by leaving it empty, it would alleviate the placement of this house or not make it out of the realm of possibility, no pun intended, that it could be used on a smaller lot than the lot that I placed it on. Because it is a relatively smallish house. I was kind of starting with a tiny house idea in mind with the log cabin, and then it just kind of grew. So I would say this is kind of a smallish house. So you have to kind of fit everything into tighter parameters, but it worked. And I think the final design just it came out really, really nice. I mean, I could actually see using this for some of my Sims, especially once I came in here and did the stained glass. I just absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to play with the lighting to see how the stained glass with the light coming through it affects like the interior look of the house during a sunny day. Uh, yeah, because the stained glass is absolutely something I truly, truly love. So, yes, thank you. You did that right. I do really think that's just stunningly beautiful, and I'm grateful that these pieces that have it because I think I'll use them more with the stained glass being there than I probably would have otherwise. Like I could see building a church now. There are so many possibilities of things that we could build because of things like having the stained glass and some of the curved doors. I'm trying really hard to embrace things that I typically may not have said, "Oh, I love that." because they do bring a certain charm to the game. And as you can see, the house turned out really nice. I am quite pleased with it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you enjoyed this video and the look at the build items in the new Realm of Magic game pack from The Sims 4, please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know you watched and enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're new to my channel and you'd like to see more, please go ahead and subscribe and then ring the bell, because once you do that, that lets YouTube know that you would like to be notified when I post something new on the channel, and that way you don't miss out on anything coming down the line. And I have lots more Sims 4 coming. I have more Realm of Magic coming and all kinds of other fun stuff. And I really hope you'll be around to enjoy it with me. Until next time, have a great one.